Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come over here. Don't be naughty. Where do you want to be? I think maybe here. All right. There you go. So hello guys, how are you? As you've seen, I've just put some food down because my little mates, and they will come in, have been calling out to me to feed them. So I love those birds. They're in my heart. So today, all right, the last couple of videos we've had mum in them. And today what we're doing is we're going to do some self-care, all right? As you know, I have been working on mental health and I had a couple of strokes. I've put on 30 kilo in weight. There's been so many things that have happened. And in that time, since November last year, when my mum was admitted to hospital, I wasn't told till 2 weeks later or something, but that's nothing. Anyway, so since the time I found out, I'd been for more than 2 months every day at the hospital. I had her transferred out of a hospital because of some of the things that were going on. And she broke her coccyx and had 2 fractures in her lower spine from a fall while she was in hospital. And it's been a long, hard road. Now, I have other siblings and family members that are all healthy, all right? And basically, most of it's been left on my shoulders. I take care of all of her medical appointments. I am organising her aged care plan, which should have been done 4 years ago, like by another family member. I took that on, and then it just seemed, after getting mum out of hospital, that everything was just left with me. And that's okay, but I haven't been well myself. And I keep saying, if I pass away due to all the stress and the nonchalantness of others, what is going to happen to mum? So I've taken her home. She's been home for a couple of days, but I was there, I think 3 days today she's been home. But I attended and I wasn't happy with the situation. But we'll talk about that in another video. So today what we're going to talk about is self-care. We've talked about it before. And I think so November to now is like 7 months that I have had, if I wasn't at the hospital every day for numerous hours, that I've had her with me since she was released on the 24th, the day before Christmas. And there was a bit of a dispute about that, and people wanting to drive her 2 hours away with broken coccyx. I just can't believe people even think that. But anyway, driving her 2 hours away to have Christmas with other family members, even though they live closer than that. So it's been a difficult period of time, and in that period till now, I've been able to get 5 kilos nearly back on my mum's weight. But it's a hard slog, guys. It's a hard slog when you're doing it by yourself. And the hardest slog is when you're having to battle people, like that are in her house, or that want to see her when they want to see her and not chip in with some of the work. Anyway, so today, like I said, is back to some self-care and self-love. So I'm off to my local community centre, which I joined the day before I found out that my mum was in hospital. So I joined the gym. I joined the community centre, which has a gym, and I intended to go most days to at least use the treadmill and then have, you know, other stuff going on to help with the weight and stuff like that. And that's all for my health. But on the 19th of May, I attended there. So this has been going on for a few days. And on the 19th, I attended, and it was the last day of the subscription, which was a 6-month subscription. And I hadn't been there once, not because I didn't want to be there, but my mum's basically around-the-clock care. If it's done properly, and I'm sorry, I'm saying so I've just got to get my brain in here. So I won't leave my mum in the house by herself. We've had some stuff where she's actually, look, she's really not comfortable being alone, and it's not safe for her to be alone, is all I can say at this point. We're going to do some more videos with mum. And I'm sure that if you've watched the last couple of videos, you can see where this is going to. But today we're going back to the community centre with the gym, and we're going to rejoin. I don't know what. So it finished a few days ago. So I'm going back there to pay for another 6 months, as I only got 1 day in that 6 months. And I've made some choices that, you know, like, will obviously help me. And if I'm not healthy, I can't help my mum. I've actually stated to people that if I have another stroke and I'm not available, what's going to happen to mum? So today is the day that we're going. We're going to get joined. I'm not actually going to do a session. I did a session on the 19th. I think it's the 19th, yep, 3 days ago on my last day, but I'm going up there and I'm just going to re-sign up. I'm going to pay my fees. They are actually beautiful people, and it's the City Council, Sydney City Council. So I've got to send an email, which I will be doing later this afternoon, to see if that 6 months, which I wasn't able to attend, and I have all the documentation and everything, that maybe they'll be able to tap it on the end. But understand, these are community centres and have amazing equipment, have just as much equipment as the gyms that are costing you $30 a day, all right, that they are a community-based entity, and that $111 for 6 months, which is probably, I don't even think it's $5 a day, you know, like, that they are so helpful. So look out for your community centres. There's lots of stuff there, especially if you are isolated or, you know, you need to be in some sort of community. The people are beautiful. They're there to help you. And I'm not going to say too much more. I'm going to go into a lot more in future videos. I know you're all expecting mum today, but today is the day that I'm going to go and do some stuff that I really need to do for me to keep me strong so that I can continue to look after her. So we will get back to you shortly. Okay, guys, well, I'm very excited about that. I just went and paid for, I'm going to show you the receipt, but I'm just going to move it around a bit, for the gym for another 6 months. And the staff there are so amazing, and you will see in the photos, you know, like how old the place is and whatever. So we're going to have a celebratory lunch because after today, I'm going to be very, and I am conscious of what I wear. What I wear? Oh, that's me, isn't it? No, what I eat. But there's nothing better than a chicken snitty or a parmigiana. But I'm going to be very conscious about what I'm eating over the next few months while I am attending the gym every morning, even if it's only just to use they're not travelators, what are they called?
Treadmills.
Treadmills, that's the one. And just get myself into better health. And I'm so excited, and you got no idea. I'm just going to show you this part visually, all right? So you all know I'm into the universe and many other things that we'll talk about down the track. But a 6-month membership for the whole community centre cost me 111. Now, that's a universe number, all right, guys? And I'm very big into numerology and all the woo-woo stuff. If you call it woo-woo, I don't, but... So we're about to have a celebratory lunch, and I'm so happy. I'm really happy. So that's it for now. All right, guys. So what I'm doing now is I'm about to have a celebratory cheeseburger at the local. Thomas has gone up to order, and we're going to sit here, have our cheeseburgers, and go home. And I'm so excited about the gym and everything. You'll see all the receipts. 111 was the amount, which is my angel number. And Thomas is ordering our food now so we can have a celebratory lunch before I'm very conscious about what I'm eating. And to be quite honest, I very rarely eat anything but home-cooked food. It's once in a blue moon. And here's Thomas. He's coming back with some drinks, and we're having our lunch, and I'm so excited.
I'll get a coaster quickly.
All right. All right, guys, I had an amazing day. As you would have seen through the video, I got to go and re-sign at the gym, and then we went and celebrated. I had something to eat at a local place, and yeah, it was just wonderful. So I now can start going to the gym from tomorrow morning, and on Sunday I will be going and having some beauty stuff done. I think there's a few photos of an amazing place that I go to. It's called Victoria on 99, and I love going there. They're beautiful girls. So I'm going to go and get my nails done, my feet done, and the face done. And I'm feeling really good that I've got a couple of days to myself. So, yeah, after a long 7 months, I'm finally getting back to doing some stuff for me. We still have lots of stuff with Mum, But it's really important that when you're caring for others, that you fill your own cup. And I always say it, but the last 7 months I've actually sort of lost that a bit myself, but that's okay. I'm back to it. My mum's going to have a fabulous weekend out at my sister's. It's all sorted, and I'm going to have an amazing weekend doing more self-care. So I love you all, and I hope to see you next week. I'm not sure what the video is going to be about, but you're still going to see lots of stuff about me and all my stuff, and then about how things are handled with mum, and lots of stuff. She's just hilarious. Lots of stuff with her, and I look forward to seeing you then. So if you found any of this interesting, please go back and look at other videos. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm so grateful for the new subscribers and all the supportive comments that I get, and I wish you all much love. Be blessed and grateful.